What are a few ways for you to earn a bit of extra money? There's no limit to this. You can earn thousands, you can earn hundreds. It all is dependent on how you use this information and how much time you want to exchange for money. I'm always getting comments from people and emails and Instagram DMs, people asking me for different ways that they can earn some extra money, be it a side hustle or even a full-time income. So I thought I would share with you some cool ideas. Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to be able to add another income stream to their other income streams. A really cool statistic is most millionaires have 7 different streams of income. And if you want me to make a video on those 7 streams of income, let me know in the comments down below because they're really, really cool. Now, I just want to quickly say some of these ideas might not work for you. If you have a full-time job or if you're not 18, some of these ideas might not work. But either way, let me tell you all of them and you can see whether or not some of them work for you. So without further ado, let's get into idea number 1, Craigslist. Starting with the first one. This is going to the website Craigslist, going over to temp jobs, then clicking labor, and then you can find a whole bunch of different jobs. Now I'll say this, you can get some super weird requests and jobs on Craigslist. Some of them are quite dirty, so you just have to kind of like filter those ones out and start finding the easier types of jobs that pretty much anyone can do, like clearing houses or flats or moving boxes or helping someone move from one house to the other house, painting, any sorts of decorating, mowing people's lawns, just helping them, with anything they need help with that day, being an assistant for a day or something. There are so many different types of jobs that people are looking for on Craigslist. And again, just filter out all of those dirty jobs that are a bit creepy that they're on Craigslist, but look, that's people's lives. Now, it may seem like nothing and you're not going to make very much money, but you could easily do 4 to 5 of these jobs every single day and earn quite a bit of money. And what's even better is one of these jobs that you end up doing could easily turn into a full-time project. For example, if you paint someone's room or you're helping paint someone's flat, who knows that that person might be a property developer and likes your work and asks you to come and help paint all their future projects and all their current projects and just be their on-call painter. And speaking of that, we recently had our studio painted, and this is exactly how this person got the job. He was on mybuilder.com, he was also on Craigslist and all these other platforms, and he said he turned this into a full-time thing where he's able to earn a full-time living going around and painting for people. And he said something really interesting to me. He said, now I am on your phone book, right? I am on your phone. So if you ever need any more painting done, you know who you can call. And it was so interesting because he's basically saying he wants to put himself on as many people's phone books as possible so that if anyone needs a job, a painting job, I can just call him or text him and say, hey, are you free to do this job? And that is how he's getting repeat customers and continuous customers because people keep sharing him. I've already told a whole bunch of people to use him because he was so good. So with this kind of thing, it's all about getting your name out there, spreading the word and getting jobs like that. But it's all got to start with something. So head over to Craigslist or Gumtree. Gumtree is also a really good one where you can find extra work if people need it, and just start doing a job. And as soon as you pick one that you like, you can focus on doing those kind of jobs, and more and more and more will come in, and eventually you'll be able to earn a lot of money from this. The second one is Deliveries, and this might be a bit different and a bit interesting, but it could be really lucrative. There are various apps you can sign up for, like Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Just Eat, and probably tons more where you can sign up and deliver food to people. Now, all it takes is firstly, you have to be 18 and the sign up process isn't so easy, which is why this can be a bit of a difficult one. But once you've passed the sign up process, all it really is for you to go onto the app and say that you are online, ready to accept orders, and you're good to go. You'll see orders start piling in depending on your location. Now, as I said, this one was a bit more complicated because you've got to be 18. Sometimes they even want to see a driver's license and all these different things. However, what I would recommend doing is if you are going to be some sort of Uber Eats delivery driver, do it on a bicycle. Now, the reason I say a bicycle is because the profit margin isn't crazy high, and by doing it on a bicycle, you don't have to worry about petrol or anything like that. And if you're in quite a crowded area near restaurants and near places, you'll find that you don't need to have a car or a moped or a motorbike or anything, because you'll be able to make it from the restaurant to the person's house fairly quickly anyway. Now, after a few days, once everything's been confirmed and your sign up has been completed, it's just a really, really good thing to be able to do. Let's say you're saving up for a pair of shoes or going on a holiday or something. For a couple of weeks beforehand, you can just in the evenings turn it on, say you're accepting deliveries, and you're good to go. You can do a couple of deliveries every single day and easily earn quite a bit of money. Now, depending on how much time you spend doing this, let's say you wanted to earn $1,500 a month. That means doing $50 worth of orders a day. And if each order is about $5, that's around 10 orders a day that you would have to do. Now, depending on how many hours you're working on this, you could probably get 10 orders in a few hours if you're in quite a populated area, in which case earning this $1,500 a month shouldn't be very difficult. The third idea is Upwork. Again, this one you have to be 18, and Upwork is basically like the professional, more expensive version of Fiverr. But if you're then sitting there wondering, what is Fiverr, Shimmy? Well, Fiverr is basically an online service. It's like a website where you can get pretty much any service you could dream of. So people offer writing, videoing, voiceovers, holding up signs, Photoshop work, so many different typing, anything, so many different types of jobs, right? And you can literally just find them by their gig, it's called, and then they will do the job for you. Upwork is the same, except it's a bit more professional. You create a profile and you say what your skills are, and then people ask you to kind of apply for their jobs, and usually the pay is a lot more. So with Fiverr, you're getting $5 per order. Sometimes it's 10, 15, or 20. With Upwork, you're getting paid per hour. So you pick your hourly rate, and depending on how many skills you have, what language you speak, where you're from, that's how you'll be able to dictate what your hourly rate is. And then once picking your hourly rate, people will be able to find you, or you can apply to actually do some jobs, and you can actually get quite a lot from Upwork. Now, the reason I like Upwork is because you don't have to accept every single job. A bit like delivering food, you can decide when you want to work, if you want to pause or just not pause or just be on it all the time. And if there's a job that you don't really want to do, then you don't have to do it. You can kind of dictate the terms, which is really, really nice. And then over time, you'll find that people who you're working for will keep asking you for repeat jobs, especially if you do good work for them. And after a few jobs have been completed, you'll get a couple of reviews and your profile will start looking really, really good and beefed up, ready to be earning over $1,500 every single month. So think about what skills you have, what you're good at. Remember, you don't have to be the best at something. If you're able to type, or you have a good, a mic of some sort, you're able to do voiceovers or recordings or typing or video editing, anything, right? Even if it's playing the guitar or being able to draw, any skills you have, make sure you use them to your advantage. And if you're that unique person that thinks they don't have any skills, firstly, you do have skills. Everyone has a skill. Just, ask your family and friends what you're good at. They'll tell you. But if you really feel like you don't have any skills, you could always sign up for Upwork and just say you're able to be a virtual assistant, where you're able to assist someone in the work that they need doing, and, you can just help them out. And this is usually very easy, odd jobs that anyone could do. You don't need any particular set of skills. The fourth one is eBay. Now, this one is harder to quantify because it all depends on what you have to sell around the house. And most likely, you'll be able to make $1,500 that first month, but then you'll slowly start running out of things to sell. So for example, if I open my drawer, I could sell, a hard drive that I might not be using, or, a GoPro that I might not be using, or, sunglasses that are on my desk that I might not be using. I mean, I use these things, but if you go around your house and you try and find things you're not using, you'll actually be able to make quite a bit of money, especially at the beginning. In terms of keeping it going, well, let me tell you how to do that. For this, you're going to want to start buying things to actually sell. So that's kind of like retail arbitrage in a way. You want to go to car boot sales, you want to go to junkyard sales, you want to look on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, maybe even shops that have really, really good sales on, where you could buy these items, sell them on eBay or sell them on Amazon. Again, it's basically retail arbitrage, except you're doing it with Facebook, you're doing it with with car boot sales, and it really works. The only thing is it takes a bit of time, and in order to make $1,500 a month, you'd have to sell quite a lot, because generally these items are quite cheap unless you end up finding something really rare and really valuable at one of these car boot sales. This idea, the retail arbitrage idea, this is a much bigger idea in of itself, and I think it needs an entire video dedicated to it, which I will make at some point, because I really feel like a lot of people out there would find that really valuable. But in terms of just doing on the small scale, buying and selling stuff on eBay and going around your house, you could easily make quite a few thousand. You'll be surprised at what you own. Those are just 4 ideas for you to make a bit of extra money for whatever it may be, going back to college, school, university, or even if you have a full-time job, you just want a bit of extra money to save up for a holiday. These are 4 cool ideas that you can do. Now, there are tons more ideas, and I want to keep this kind of series going, so I will make more videos on different ways for you to make money. But for now, try out some of these ideas and see if they work for you. I just want to say a massive thank you so much for watching. I am so close to 50,000 subscribers, so please consider subscribing. If you've liked any of my videos, or you like this video and you want to watch more, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.